Hey guys, today I wanted to work on some glue books. So I will leave my video linked somewhere here to show you guys, I think it's up there, to show you guys what I mean by a glue book. And the channel that I was inspired by is Nicole at Relax Cut Glue. And I'm going to be making some colored glue books. So I have all of these small little magazines that, if you remember, one of my friends got for me, which was super cool. There's just a ton of these free magazines that I got. They're really vintage, like from the 70s, maybe from the 60s, and they're really strange, but I've started to collect a few things that I want to put in these color glue books. So I have a glue book for every color. I have a couple. I have like a mermaid glue book and a Barbie glue book. I won't be working on those today. And then these are just some oversized pieces that I couldn't fit in these sleeves. And then we have these two folders. This one is full of pastel colors, so we're gonna make a pastel glue book. And then we're also going to be making just your standard rainbow glue book. So I'm pretty jazzed about getting into some of this stuff. I think I'm going to start with the rainbow glue book. That way, if there are any leftover images, which I'm sure there will be, I can maybe see if they belong in any of these single color glue books, if you know what I mean. So yeah, let's just start with the rainbow glue book and see what kind of fun can be had by making a rainbow glue book. This is the book I'm going to be working in. Oh, that's a very blue page. I chose this because it was gray and I thought it would be quite neutral, but this is a very blue section. Oh well, it'll be okay. We're gonna cover basically all of it up anyway. This is definitely I really want this to be my cover page, but now I'm thinking, because he's so black and white, is that missing the point? You know, I'm wondering if I should cut him out and then just use the background and then use him for a different project. I'm feeling like that might be the better way to go with this. What do you guys think? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it that way. Okay, well, I'm gonna cut this guy out. And I'm just going to cut him out, not exactly, because I'm not going to lose that much of the rainbow by not cutting him out precisely, and I can always cut him out precisely later when I use him on a different project. Because, I mean, he's a pretty cool image, I have to say. So honestly, this whole time I had envisioned this to be the cover. But now that we're going in a different direction, I'm gonna need to think of like a subject matter. Like, I can always use these pieces like for the background, but I'm gonna need some kind of subject matter for the cover. So let's see what we can find in our rainbow stash. So I think I've found some really good options. I like this for a cover piece to put on directly on the cover as like a title page. I think that's pretty cool. But if we don't end up getting this blue arrow in, then it's not very rainbowy, you know? Then it's just like three colors, red, yellow, pink. So I don't know, maybe not then. And then we have this one, which is a painting, which could look very cool, not gonna lie, especially because it would be able to cover most of the back, not entirely, but most of the cover, which I like the idea. But then I really love this one. So I really kind of want to go with this one. I think I'm making that decision. So that'll be for the first page. Then we have a page like this and this, which is very like more fashion based, but still super bright with the colors. This is always fun. These are fun. This is like being literal with the rainbow, which I really like that idea also. These are good too, just not as, because of the nest, I feel like it's not as vibrant. This is just wild. This I feel like might work for the back actually. But then this is like super colorful. This is really good. And then we have our pieces to accent. So, okay. And then I do have this as a possible title as well. What we're gonna start with is making these two our cover pieces. So I think I do want this to wrap around the spine, and therefore I need to put this on first. Yeah, I think that's gonna work the best. So let's just get started. So we've got our cover page, which is really fun. And then we have our back cover page, which is also pretty fun. So I'd say we're off to a great start for being Rainbow Explosion. So now to get started on the inside, let's first cover up this very colorful page. I got quite a few pages done. Not all of them yet, and I still have a lot of material to work with. So it's going well, it's going well. I just thought I would pop in and see how you guys were doing. Are you guys doing any kind of collages right now, or are you doing any crafty things? Let me know in the comments what kind of crafty thing you like to do. At some point, when I've gotten most of the large pieces down, that's when we can like go over and put smaller pieces over like random text or things that don't really work with the rainbow aesthetic. So I'll just trim this off, and then I'll kind of just show you what I've gotten up to since we last chatted. So we've got a bunch of random pages glued in now, and things have taken off. So I'm looking forward to seeing where this all ends up, because I like where it's going. I think I'm going to cut the word bright out of here. I don't know if I'm going to keep star or not. I haven't decided yet. But I'm definitely going to cut out bright and put it somewhere on the cover page. I've got most of the large pieces glued in the book now. We are working on our remaining smaller pieces, and I just thought we would talk through a few of the pages so far. So I did put bright on the cover, and even though it's camouflaged, I actually really like it. So I'm glad with that choice. And so carrying on, we just have a bunch of random colorful scenes put in the book. And like here, I do have a few spots where you can still see the original paper. But let's say, for example, these really large spots of like just plain green, I can put one of these little things over it, and it'll be extra colorful. You know what I mean? So we can use the small bits to cover up any unnecessary text, and also some unused space or some flat color spaces. Like I have 3 of these papers in here, and there's a lot of text here, and there's a lot of white space here. So I can use a lot of these little guys to cover up or to add interest. So this one actually had a lot of open space, because as I was going through it, I kept missing this one. So it was like empty for a while. But anyway, we've got, this is kind of what we're working with. For this one, I left a few of the, where is it? For example, I left the little flap in case I wanted to put a piece underneath it. That happened again somewhere else here. I left the little flaps available in case I wanted to put something under it. This is the page that I definitely need to work on. There is color, but it's the same image, so it's too coordinated, I feel like. So we definitely need to throw something on here to mix that up. And then, yeah, for the most part, that's what the book is looking like. So, oh yeah, I left that too because I'm gonna need to put some kind of color to fill this little gap. And I wasn't sure if I wanted it over top of here or under, so I left the flap. Anyway, let's see what we can work with now. I'm gonna go, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the largest pieces and just keep going that way, like largest to smallest. Now that we have the small pieces cut out, let's find some good spots for them. And I've kind of gone with the mentality that just don't overthink it. Just pick an idea and go with it kind of thing. It's surprising how many glue sticks I've used so far in this book alone. This is my third one and it's almost done. So I guess the goal, my goal at this point is just to cover up all of the original book. And then I will have this book on hand for when I come across anything else. And then that's rainbow, and then I can just continually add it, and it can always be a progressing book. I think that would be kind of fun. I was actually thinking, as I was doing this process, I was thinking of making this into like an I Spy book. I think that would be really, really cool. And I could potentially do that with all of my glue books. We'll see. But I think it'd be really fun to make some, after it's all said and done, I can go through and find some unique things and then make a list, and then whoever looks through these books can like look for those things, you know what I mean? I think that'd be really cool actually. This is a page that is desperately empty. Actually, that kind of looks cool. We'll commit to that. I could do this. I think I might. And then just not glue it all the way down. That way it gives me the opportunity to layer later on, you know? So, I'm just gonna glue this little bit in so that it stays. But then this will be available for layering. Good. I like that. This girl, like, she isn't overly colorful. It's just basically her shirt that's colorful. Although if I just stick her in here, that's kind of cute. I might actually just commit to that. Alright, from now on, this is my rainbow glue book that when I go through my other materials and I see something that's super colorful, but I don't really want to use it in my normal collages, I will cut it out and put it in here. I think this is going to be a lot of fun to have on hand just to keep adding to as I go along. And yeah, I'm curious what you guys think of this. Is it sort of like super random or is it kind of cool? What do you think? And have you ever done anything like this before? I have not ever done anything like this. So this has been a different experience. I'm pretty excited to see, like, once I've filled it up, I don't know how long that'll take, but once I've totally filled it up and it's like an explosion of color, not that it already is an explosion of color, but I'm really curious to see what it will look like, and then maybe do the little I Spy things. I think that it's going to be a really cool project to have on the go. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!